Oh, you two again. When oh when will you learn? Look at me however you want, you're not getting in today. I wouldn't be so sure if I were you. Look what we have. What's this? Detective Sky? Yes, there is Prosecutor Gavin today, Detective Sky. Who are you two, really? Now he's suspicious again. Well, you got the orders, I gotta let you in. Have fun. Thanks, Mr. Officer. Let's hear it, Apollo. Oh, would you look at that? Huh. It's a kind of at-home sort of place, isn't it? This place has a connection to the murder in the park, I'm sure of it. The police guy out front wasn't so sure. Beyond it being where the victim lived. Looks like the police team's gone home for the day. There might be some clues lying around. Let's get cracking, Apollo. Look at those bowls. They're from Eldu's noodles. There's Mr. Salty. Then I think we figured something out. I think we have. Mr. Eldu must do takeout. Not exactly what I was thinking. All the bowls have been washed clean. I think we found our first clue, Trucy. There's a single pair of sandals here. Wait, why would there be sandals here? Unless they belong to one of the patients. Or maybe a visitor that's come to see Dr. McArtis. You think they use his house entrance instead of the clinic entrance in that case? If it's a patient or visitor, isn't still here? Let's try reading that properly, shall we? You think they use his house entrance instead of the clinic entrance in that case? And if this patient or visitor isn't still here, why do they leave without their shoes? Better take a closer look at these just in case. Hey Apollo, you think this is... Could this be a toe print? Maybe we can get a print off this. Let's try it out. Great, we've had panty raiding and now we've got shoe sniffing. It worked. That looks like a big toe, maybe? I mean, it's great we got the print, but is there such a thing as a list of toe prints? Good point. If there is, Detective Sky didn't give it to us, which means we can't match this print. Seems like a good time to ask your detective's advice. Good idea. This must be the slippers for the patients at the clinic. The same pair we found, of course. A single pair's missing from the rack here too. And ours have paint on the bottoms, which means they were taken out of here the night of the murder. Right. The paint's from the hit and run after all. But what were a pair of clinic snippers doing in the trash can? And what were they doing at the scene of a hit and run? The clinic reception desk. No one's here, of course. There's a small sign on the counter. Please pay your bill. Remember, we're the ones holding the scalpel. Fucking hell. Brutal but effective. Look, this door says doctor's office. You think that's the victim's private office? It's not locked. Too bad. Why too bad? I like opening locks, it's kind of a hobby of mine. Like those little bike locks, don't even bother putting them on when I'm around. That's probably not a hobby you want to tell too many people about. Apollo, that sound, it came from behind this door. Someone's in there. Let's check it out, Trucy. A break-in. They left through the window. Wait, Apollo, you're too late to catch them now. That must be her experience as a panty snatcher chaser talking. We should tell the police. Let's check the room out first, Apollo. If we call the police now, we'll lose our chance. You're right. She's better at this than I am. Well, one thing's for certain. This clear cut murder case is looking pretty related right now. Books and papers scattered around the room. What a mess. This is worse than Daddy's room. The burglars must have left in a hurry. Even the cup on the desk here is laying on its side. Huh, the juice spilled out the cup. It's dry. So the messy one wasn't our burglar just now. Someone knocked this cup over a while ago and left it. This pot plant's seen better days. Doesn't make sense either. What doesn't? Normally burglars are looking for valuables, right? That's true, that's what I would do if I were a burglar. So I look under a pot plant. Maybe they're looking for the key to the safe. I heard of people putting their house keys under plants with the key to a safe. Maybe the burglar is looking for the house keys. This is getting nowhere fast. What a cute little safe. Looks like a 4-digit lock. Someone already entered in 2 numbers, Apollo. 7, 9... Wait, do you think... The burglar just now was trying to open it? I wonder what's inside this safe. Is there any way we can figure out the last 2 numbers? We know the first 2 are 7 and 9. Maybe there's something in the court record? Something that can help us figure out the last 2 numbers. I wonder. Well, don't point that thing at me. Don't worry, I can handle myself around guns. Magic guns at least, the ones that pigeons come out of. Very reassuring. I have an idea. I know it, Apollo. What is it? Well, all we haven't to know is what buttons have been pressed. We can use... Ah! The label reads fingerprint powder in some strange language. How do we know for sure? Well, this is really a jar for something else, like jam or honey. Why would anyone go through the trouble? Well, the police didn't find out, that's why. I only think possessing fingerprint powder's a crime. Huh, I guess. It's boring. When you press the buttons, you have to touch them. With your finger, right? It'd leave a print. When you open a safe, you don't press any buttons other than the right ones, right? So if we can find the buttons with fingerprints, we'll have the safe code. Not bad, Apollo. Look, you can see the oily residue clearly. 7 and 9. These are glove marks. The burglar must have been wearing gloves. Well, might not be able to identify the burglar, but we can still open the safe. Let's give it a shot. It opened. Is that a bullet hole? This looks like a bullet hole. You can still see the bullet sticking out of it. Why is it in the middle of the safe? Hey, the bullet came out. The tip's all squished. Not surprised given it was fired into a metal safe. This bullet's got a story behind it, that's for sure. Better look into the ballistic markings then, hadn't we? This looks like a medical chart. There's an X-ray in here with it. An X-ray? I can't make heads or tails of it. I can't read the chart either, it's all in medical speak. But the names are easy enough to read. Look, by patient it says Waki Kitata. So this is Waki, our client's health chart, huh? Why this one chart be here in the safe? Let's see, the physician's signature says Palmir Catis. Huh. What is it, Apollo? Look where it says who filled the chart. Let's see. Nurse Alita Talia? Alita Talia's Waki's fiancée. That's one itter too many, Apollo. Never mind that. What's her name doing here? How should I know? Though I guess it means she's on staff at the clinic. Odd she neglected to mention this before now. I'm sure she has her reasons. So Alita Talia worked at the Mircatis clinic and had access to Waki Kitaki's medical chart. You got the INA wrong, Apollo. I'll be very interested to find out what this chart says. Who else could help her decipher this? I've got a good idea who. No wait, I've got an even better idea who. Whoa, what are those? The wall's covered with beakers. Somebody's moving inside that one. You look, Apollo. Hey, look yourself. You can't. Oh. It's a goldfish. Wow, they're all fish. So many kinds. Whoever designed this has a sick sense of humour. The window's ajar. That must be how our burglar escaped. I wonder who it was. Maybe it's just a burglar who happened to pick here. Yeah, but there's a patrol car sitting out front. If I were a burglar, I'd come back the next day at least. I'd do it a month myself. Whoever broke in obviously needed to break in today. Kind of expensive looking lamp, ain't it? The bulb's broken. Broken? You mean burned out? No, a cat burglar must have dropped it. Why is it standing up on the floor like that then? Look at the cord. Huh. There's a red splotch on past the cord. Do you think that's blood? It's a little bright for blood, almost pinkish. So it's definitely odd about this lamp, that's for sure. Right, pretty sure I've properly scoped the place now. Let's take a look at some of our new items. It's all mushed. That's one tough safe. It looks kind of yummy. Eh? Like ice cream. Mmm, caramel. You certainly have an active imagination, Trucy. The ball's broken, won't turn on. How's it broken? Don't touch that, you'll cut yourself. Ah! Yeah, if anyone wants shame on me, fool me twice. My finger. You're bleeding, let me see that. Wait. Magic blood, haha, got ya. Please don't do that again. I have enough to worry about without my co-worker injuring themselves on their evidence. This cord runs to the lamp, it has a red stain on it. Gotta wonder what left this stain. I know, maybe it was left here by a red marker. Like they were trying to write their name and slipped. Why did anyone write their name on a lamp cord? I used to write my name on my magic ropes. And he's not here, of course. Oh, I know that face. That's the face of someone who's made a discovery. How do you know? You can't force someone trained in the ways of science. Next you'll have us analysing face prints. Let's get Detective Sky to help us, Apollo. These sandals. There's quite a clear print there, a toe print. Too bad we don't know whose toe it is. Well, there's a way of finding out, of course. There is? What? Well, you need to sample the same toe print off another shoe, for instance. Right, so if the prints match, I know the person wore both. Do I have another shoe worn by the same person? Possibly. Really? I'm going to suspect something here. Detective Sky, can you compare this sample with this other print? Take that! Oh dear. I did say toe print sample, didn't I? Where exactly is this toe print on this evidence? Oops, stormy skies ahead. Try again, scientifically this time if you would mind. A toe print, right. Ah, the prodigal attorney returns. Welcome, Apollo. I heard you did well in the trial today. Here to discuss something? I could use a little diversion. What did Detective Sky say? If you want to know something, you have to investigate yourself. Mr. Wright, tell me what happened 7 years ago, please. I want to know. I need to know. So I didn't waste any time getting to the point. 7 years ago, I stood in a courtroom on behalf of a client. The case involved the death of a certain magnificent genius. I'd be surprised if you hadn't heard about it. It was all over the news, I remember that. You were up against Prosecutor Gavin, weren't you? Yes, he was only 17 years old at the time. 17 years old? That's still high school. He took the bar exam abroad in Europe. They're progressive over there, you know. I was defeated by a 17-year-old newcomer. In my shame, I left the practice forever. That's all. That's all? How can that be all? What do you mean? What about what they were saying about the news about forged evidence? They said you forged evidence and you had your badge stripped from you. Tell me, how does it feel to stand here before Phoenix Wright, the forging attorney himself? How does it feel? I don't want to believe it's true. But what happened? What about what happened in my first trial? I don't see you jumping to my defence on this one. Maybe I did forge evidence, maybe I didn't. It doesn't really matter now, does it? But I'm not an attorney anymore. That's the only truth you need to know. Mr. Wright. Looks like he doesn't want to talk about the accusations of forgery for now. It's refreshing to be so thoroughly ignored for a change. We found these two, they're truces. Thanks, Apollo. Though I have to admit, as a father, I wonder, why are you still carrying my daughter's pants around your pocket? That'll teach you to show off my evidence, Mr. Wright. Ah, so that's what led you to the guilty party. Yes, thanks to ripping the mirror off the car, I was able to deduce the... You made a good point, Apollo, in fact. I could have said that I'm thankful for finding the criminal. Think what you want, Mr. Wright. Knock yourself out. No, I can't think of anything I might have a toe print on it. Ah, well, there's too much to hope for, I suppose. Let's see, know if you find something. A toe print sample. Tourists that were here yesterday are gone. I wonder what Detective Sky put them out. The only thing they were covering was the ground. Oh, you know, I think I see something there. A print. A print? Poor Mr. Aldoon. His stand's been staying there since the whole thing started. Almost looks at home in the park now. I think it should remain to a playhouse for the children. I think its owner would disagree. I still remember the act. You brandished those bloomers on high and shouted objection. Here's what I want you to do, Trucy. Take that memory, gently lock it away deep in your heart, and never speak of it. I wish there were more prints to analyse. I know, quick, send me the mud over there. I don't think analysing my footprint's going to do much good. I would have had fun. They say they're near Catus Clinic. I think I see... Right, okay. Thanks for completely wasting my fucking time. A toe mark, you think you can get a print off that? Sure, toes of prints our fingers do, you know. This little clue might be a gold mine. Oh, there's one problem. The police station don't keep a record of toe prints. We won't know whose it is. I guess that'd be too much to hope for. Still, it might be useful somehow. Let's analyse it. I wonder, could this be a print? Why'd there be a finger? Oh, you mean a toe print? Good call, Apollo. I bet we can analyse it just like a regular print. This could be a vital piece of evidence. It works. It looks like a big toe, maybe? I feel like the case is solved already. What was next? We have to match the print, right? Let's match it. Wait. Detective didn't give us a list of toe prints, Apollo. This pair of slippers, toe print and all. Oh, the print on these is nice and clear too. That makes our job easy. Can you analyse it for us? Of course. Hang on. Bingo! Gosh, I'm so good. Hey, we're the ones who found the prints. A perfect match. Same person wore these sandals and these slippers. I was afraid of that. All you have to do now is find out who the sandals belong to. Or do you already know? I can't say, not yet. Well, it's one big step closer to the truth. I've got a good idea who they belong to, though. Oh, you're still not here yet? Detective Sky, I was wondering about this. Trucy, wait. What? There's vital evidence there. You can't show her that. That's our secret weapon in tomorrow's trial for sure. Oh, clever, Apollo. Why did I tell you before? If you're going to talk behind someone's back, do it quietly. Don't cry, Angel. Daddy's back and Daddy's... Oh, you again. Do you always have to announce your entrance like that? My old man, he's... Oh, man. Now I'm all in a funk and it's his fault. One can only assume his father tried to teach him a lesson and failed clearly. You two got your work cut out for you straight up. Because I don't care if they lock me up. I'm ready to go. Some days I wonder why I do what I do. Hey man, you won't see me bugging about one or two guilty charges. But what if you're found guilty on murder? Hey, it's all experience, you feel me, shorty? Like a badge of honour. They don't give me the death penalty, do they? You didn't really do it, did you? Maybe I did, maybe I didn't. If I learn one thing today, it's that silence speaks louder than words. Man, my old man's whack. Disappointing is what he is. I heard he wants to leave the mob. Over my dead body? I spent my life trying to keep it real, being an OG and never stepping down. Now the old man wants to go soft? Let him, just leave me out of it. Oh... The day I get out the clink is the day Alita and I start the next generation of the Kitaki family. Please don't talk as though it's assumed you're going to jail for my sake. Man, that's so far off the hook, it's off the chain, G. She's preoccupied with something else. Wonder how my Alita's doing. Man, I miss her. Rocky, you don't happen to recognise these, do you? Hey, I sure do. I was the one who bought them for her. For Miss Talia? Yeah, birthday present. She got mad little feet. Mad, so cute, man. So these sandals are hers? Yeah, I kinda had a feeling. What's up with the funky vibe? What's that? Some kind of X-ray? Wait. That's right, Wocky, it's yours. Look, I don't smoke a note. I'll live long, alright? I don't think he gets it, Apollo. Take a closer look, here in particular. Where it says nurse. It's signed Alita Tilia. You'll always do your own work. So you met Miss Talia when you... Yeah, I met her at the clinic. So? Can you tell us a bit about the circumstance of your meeting? Fine, I'll tell you how we met if you want to know that, babe. About half a year ago, I was shot during a little turf war with another family. I was ready to die, sure, but they come in and got me, hauled me off to the docks. The Meerkatis Clinic? That's where I met her, my fallen angel. You mean Alita Talia? She was scared of me at first, turns out, but you know what they say, the bad guy always gets the ladies. Right. She was done with that clinic anyhow, so I was like, I'll take young woman. Straight gangster style. Guess what she said? What did she say? Come on, give it some thought. She said it real quiet like, on the down low. Know what I'm saying? I'll leave if you marry me. So that was the proposal? You know it, an oath for love right there in the hospital room. Just like that, the op was done and we were out of there. See you later. Bye. About that op. Yeah, it didn't go so well after all, did it? I know about the report. I know it's still in me. This health checkup was the boss's idea, you said? Yeah, can you imagine? What's the point of living healthy when you're a G, you know what I'm saying? But didn't you learn about the bullet at the checkup? Yeah, that's why I knew the doctor had to pay. Figured I could get that cap pulled after I got my revenge. And hey, I'm still living large now, ain't I? Incidentally, have you ever had a health checkup before? Nah, old man suddenly gets the idea we all got to get checkups. Guess he's getting old. Older, I mean. So what now? It depends on they step into the sandals match, which they do. It means the same person was wearing them. I thought that's what it might mean. Science is amazing. It is, isn't it? We never felt so alive. I don't know about science, but it is a major lead. Here we go. Mr. Aldoon, we've been looking all over for you. What's the matter, Trucy doll? Apollo, show him what we found. Nothing like expert advice. I suppose he's a doctor still. Mr. Aldoon, is everything okay? I'm just so happy. I thought my doctor days were done for good. Mr. Aldoon. Can you look at this?
A medical chart? You shouldn't go around taking these from clinics.
Why the sudden silence, Mr. Aldoon?
What's going on here?
That's what we want to know. That chart belongs to my client. He's on trial on suspicion of murder.
On trial? That's crazy. You can't put him on trial. He's ABD.
ABD?
Oh, but dead. He's knocking at the pearly gates and someone's about to answer.
Can you tell us why?
Well, permit me to speak as a surgeon. You listen good now, son.
No, wait. It's like he's a completely different person.
According to this chart, that Waki Kiati fella's not doing so well. He's got a bullet right upside his heart.
That's right.
This chart talks about the post-op. In other words, the operation is already finished. But you can still see the bullet stuck in there.
Why'd it be in there after the operation to remove it?
Well, but the only reason I could think is it's too tricky to operate on.
What?
That bullet summons a bug next to the Atora, which is connected to the heart. Heck, that scrap of metal is just surrounded by blood vessels, kind of a miracle. 2 millimeters to either side and there'd be some serious bleeding going on in there. Not something the average doc could be able to fiddle with.
You mean?
It took a miracle to get the bullet stuck where it is. It'd take more than a miracle to get it out. It'd take a magician.
I'm only up to making rabbits disappear. I haven't learned bullets yet.
Of course, with the heart pumping and lungs working, the bullet's on the move. I'll give him another half a year tops.
But Rocky's operation was already half a year ago.
That's why I'm saying you're out of time. This kid shouldn't be on trial, he should be on the operating table.
Great, just great. How could Dr. Mirkatis do such a terrible thing? How do you just leave that bullet in there?
I got a pretty good idea of how he felt. An emergency operation. He's got the kid's chest open on the table. He finds the bullet. That's despair right there, Trucy doll. Cold despair.
Despair?
But the only thing he could do was sew the boy back up. He wasn't exactly in a situation to go missing, he couldn't take it out.
The Kitakis?
You bet. The kid's their only son, I hear. So he skips the operation and walks back on the street living life. Of course, it's only a matter of time for his heart hemorrhages and he drops cold.
How awful.
And which doctor would they take him to? Mirkatis? He's got enough ties to him, he could probably cover up the truth about what happened.
That's horrible. He left Rocky to die.
There's a darkness in this world, Trucy doll, waiting, hungry. Compared to it, these gangs' turf wars are like kids' games. When you're not against real evil, well, it doesn't matter if you're weak or strong, it'll take you all the same.
You were a surgeon, right, Mr. Aldoon? You could operate on Wocky, couldn't you?
I wish.
What?
I'm afraid there ain't nobody in the country that could. Maybe not even the world.
So Wocky...
He's really lucky to be alive even now.
No.
There's one problem.
Apollo?
This chart. Look at the nurse section. Attila Talia.
That's right, the operation was how they met.
Problem is, she knew. She knew about Wocky's condition, guaranteed.
Ah!
Why didn't she ever tell him?
It doesn't make sense.
If she knew her patient was in serious danger, you'd think she'd want to get that second operation before getting engaged.
What was she thinking, Apollo? What were you thinking, Alita Talia?